Hello, folks, and welcome back to another review and thoughts on, and this time checking out the most recent Netflix original film, The Electric State, which is, I guess, based off a book. I've never read it, never even heard of it, and I guess the movie is way different than the book, but it's directed by the Russo brothers, who did, a lot of the Marvel MCU stuff. Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame, etc. And they decided, I heard that this Netflix movie was apparently like it's the most expensive Netflix films so far that Netflix has put out. And it's getting a lot of terrible reviews. I mean, it's getting torched. Where do I stand on this one? I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Netflix. I don't even own it. How would you be able to watch it then if you don't have a Netflix? Jack Sparrow. But yeah. Anyway, so I mean, it stars Millie Bobby Brown, who plays this orphaned teen girl who lost her parents and brother in a car accident. And this movie takes place apparently in 1990, and humans and robots exist together, but they hate each other because robots decide to uprise, and humans didn't like that, so they pretty much segregated robots out of their cities, and robots pretty much live on the outskirts of the desert. But our character, this movie also stars Chris Pratt, who plays like pretty much a Han Solo, Star-Lord type. I'll say this. I mean, the movie, it's pretty much it's action adventure, science fiction, drama. There is some drama in it, for sure. Though I'll say the acting was pretty good from everyone. Millie Bobby Brown, she's from Stranger Things, the Godzilla newest ones anyway, and what is it, King Kong X Zilla or Godzilla X Kong? I haven't seen those. I did see the first Godzilla. It was okay. I didn't see the other one. But she was alright in this. I did like her acting for a good bit of it, where I liked the bond between her and her brother, Chris, or Christopher. Granted, that actor, he's not really in it a whole lot. It's more of a CGI thing, but when it's just him and her, like flashbacks, I like their scenes together. Even at the end, I liked their bond overall. I liked the dynamic between the two. You can tell that they cared about each other. He's pretty much, his character was like a nerd, and she wanted him to go to college because he's smart and pretty much an Albert Einstein type. And we don't know how many years go by, but his character, like, pretty much, you find out, the brother dies, the mom and dad die. We never see the parents, so we don't really get a connection with the parents much, which I thought was, I mean, they focus more on the bond between her and her brother, and pretty much the movie, it's her going to look for her dead brother. Because, like, pretty much robots are outlawed, so a robot randomly stumbles upon her, and it tells her it's her brother, pretty much, and she wants to go find him, like his actual self, and you find out the evil corporation has his body, and she has to go across the desert and pretty much to try to find him. And pretty much she meets Han Solo or Star-Lord or whatever you want to call him, Chris Pratt, who plays Chris Pratt pretty much. He's okay. I didn't mind him. I like him as Star-Lord. He is in the Jurassic Park films, I believe. Yeah. He's also in a few other stuff. He was in the Super Mario Brothers animated film. I like that. Actually, did like that. So he was fine. I liked his sidekick, his wise cracking sidekick, Herman or Sherman. I don't know who voices that character, but I liked that character. He made me chuckle to most of the movie. He had like most of the funniest lines. Would like to know the budget of this. Budget was $320 million. That's what? Okay. It gets a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. Dang. A 6 out of 10 on IMDb. Not too kind. It's edited fine. I mean, this movie it has different flavors of, Star Wars a bit, iRobot, AI. I never saw the movie AI, but I heard that's one of them. It has some of that in here. It reminded me also of the movie of Robots. If you ever seen like the animated, I don't even remember if that wasn't Pixar, was it, or DreamWorks? It was that movie with Robert Williams voices a robot, a red robot. But it reminded me of that a little bit, except there's no humans in that movie. But I mean, the world building in this is okay for what it's trying to do. With, it does give us history, backstory of, robots and humans. And we do get backstory of the character of, I think her name is Michelle, Millie Bobby Brown's character. Chris Pratt's character, pretty much, he was a soldier back in the day, and he pretty much bonded with a robot because the robot saved his life. And even though it did save his life, he ended up being a fugitive with the robot because he wouldn't let them kill the robot. I would like to see, I want to see a spinoff with those two. Can we get that? I wouldn't mind that. Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, like a prequel or something with them. Because I like their dynamic. I thought they were cool. I will say, I don't like the ending. The ending to this, I mean, this, you have the big climactic fight between humans and robots. This movie tries to do a social commentary on, segregation a little bit, and racism, and AI or technology taking over, I guess you can say, because people use these lawnmower man visor things where they put over their heads and they go into their virtual reality things. They spend more time in the virtual realities than they do in real life, pretty much, and there's a message by the end of this that she actually gives. But if I had to give this movie a negative, I would say, I guess it felt a little bit too long. Just a little bit. It lost me a bit by when they started traveling. When she met with Chris Pratt's character, it started to stall for me. Because then it does continue to move fast. But, yeah, overall, I don't like the ending. I mean, I liked what they did with the it was a bit dark. I will say what they do with her brother's character, but then that kind of gets undone because of the ending, which I won't give, but I'll just say if you if you saw the Goosebumps movie and you know of a character that, you know, the main character is due to loss, he finds a way to grieve, but then that grievance he doesn't even really get to grieve, because then the thing that he's grieving for ends up not letting him grieve. You guys don't get what I mean. Spoilers, like the movie pulls a Disney ending where, her brother is connected to his machine, and if you unplug him, he'll die, and this whole building or this corporation will die, which is pretty, I get, tough to, do. But they do it. She does unplug him. And then, like, way at the last shot in this movie is his robot avatar alive. And I'm like, why? Why? You had a good... I was going to give this movie an actual decent, which it is a decent watch, I'll say. Because there is some humor I liked in it. Overall, it was mostly from the sidekick of Chris Pratt's buddy. But they ruined the message of the movie of, trying to let go of loved ones or whatever, passing, to grieve, because it's pretty much, because pretty much the character Michelle, she hasn't gotten over the passing of her brother, and, by the end, she says she hasn't gotten over it, and by the end she should have, because she does, let him go free. She frees him from, like, what this company's doing to him. But then his self-conscious or mind, whatever, is back in the robot body. I'm like, oh. So really, like, they went back on the message of letting go. So this movie almost makes me want to say F it, because it totally just wet the bed. And, like, I'm trying to, a positive review of this movie, aside from the ending, because I actually do like the character of Michelle a bit. Millie Bobby Brown, her acting was pretty good for her range in this. She was trying to get emotional in scenes. So, and again, I did like, most of the stuff I liked was her and her brother's bond, Chris Pratt's sidekick, robot friend, and maybe some of the other, some of the other robot characters I liked, side characters, like the Peanut Man, or robot, the male lady robot, I thought she was funny. Stanley Tucci, who plays, like, the evil corporation guy, he was okay. I mean, we don't really get much of his... we get why he's doing what he's doing, but take it or leave him. No way, Anthony Mackie voiced Herman? No way. The robot sidekick to... And then, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm mixed on this movie, because, again, there's elements I like of it, and then the message is terrible. Or it's good, the message is good, but then they ruin it by the end. The ending ruins the message. So I guess you can say the message is terrible. Because it pretty much tells you, even if you know, you gotta hold on to the grieving and loss and not move on. So yeah, this movie overall, it kind of peed me off a bit. But if anybody's interested in requesting movie reviews, reaction videos, commentaries on whatever, rankings of things, let me know in the you request through my PayPal. Leave a comment down below of your thoughts on this movie, if you liked it or what your thoughts of it are. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.